ski team was started in 1978 as the Coralville Lake Ski Club. They moved their shows to Cedar Rapids in 1990. Some of the founding members included Larry Blackledge, Dave Weekley, Vicky Fisher, and Kristen Jutemeyer. Kristen Jutemeyer is still currently a member of the team. Another longtime member is Captain Don Clow. Free ski shows are held at Ellis Park every Thursday evening from Memorial Day to Labor Day. The team also competes in state, regional, and national show ski tournaments. Follow the team for updates on their Facebook page under 5 Season Ski Team.
It really is. That's a good comparison. Like Broadway. I think circus is the closest thing to it. It's performance athletics. There aren't that many things that combine the two.
Tom Bukers. I was a member of the 5 Season Ski Team for on and off for about 20 some years, and this past season, the last 2 seasons, I've been the show director as well. So we start our drylands at a local gymnastics facility in January. So we'll do drylands, one dryland on a Sunday in January, February, March, and April. So we'll do 4 drylands just to kind of get things started, do dance practice and climbing and some basic things we can do inside, have team meetings, kind of get prepared for the year. And that's when we kick things off in January.
Water skiing has been around for just over 100 years, 1922. And show skiing has been around far less than that. Like the first show ski team was founded in 1945. And the themes have only been around since like the late 70s. So, there's so much evolution that's happened on that. Different ways to ski, different, building pyramids, turning around, going over a jump. It's like there's still things happening every year that's never been done before. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of something that drew me to it from the beginning. It's just there's always something new to learn and always something new to see. We have to take care of insurance and gas for the boats and all these essential things. And then what's left over, none of it goes to the, we don't have any employees, we don't have any paid members or anything. So whatever's left, we figure out, well, how much this can go to costumes or props. The laser, we need an hour-long time limit at tournaments. And that's a unique thing in our sport where it's once you reach your hour, once your hour is up, they sound a horn and your show is over. Starts at 7, so we have about an hour and a half, and really we need to get everything set up in about half that time because we have a pre-show too. We have some people setting up the jump, some people setting up the backdrop, getting all the ropes and the skis in position.
Building a pyramid, a human pyramid on the water. It's kind of a choreography of a graceful choreography that has to go on between every member that's on the water and every member that's in that boat. It takes perfect sequencing of events to make that happen. Everybody has to be in unison on how they're working together, communicating. There's certain things that have to go in certain order, and it all starts from the moment that you take the ropes off and make sure that they're twinked up correctly on land to getting to the water. Every rope has to come out perfectly with no knots. Everybody has to make their dock start off the water. Every footstep has to be just right. There's no room, very little room for error. One misstep and that pyramid's not gonna make it. So yeah, it really takes a lot of coordination, a lot of talent, a lot of skill, a lot of hours.
had a good plan, we had a good theme, we had good people, we were growing, and then it flooded, and it kept flooding. None of it was, no record-breaking floods or anything, but it was like one little flood after another, and it basically shut us down for half the season. And the practices and the shows we did have were scaled down. A lot of our shows, we only had one dock and one boat, and just the most experienced skiers, because we were trying to keep it as safe as possible.
So the way that we drove on the boat, we do cut unders, where the skiers will cut under the other ropes of the skiers in front of them. And that kind of allows you to turn the boat and to line the skiers up in a certain way. Again, you have to work your way up to being able to do multiple around the boat. This year, I think we had 5 skiers around the boat at one time. I think in the past, we've got as many as 7 or 8 that have gone around the boat. And that as well isn't just about the skiing, but very much about the driving as well. And we have some very experienced boat drivers who can drive that very skillfully, but it really is a tactical driving and skiing experience, in that every skier has to know what their responsibility is, and the other skiers have to have trust in those skiers that are out there. So if for some reason someone falls, or if somebody misses their cut under in a certain way, you have to react as skiers to, number one, not run another skier over, or do injury to another one of the skiers. Drivers have to know, where do I cut the throttle if something doesn't work right.
Every show begins with the national anthem.
It's so fun to see that group of girls line up on the dock and all again together go off that dock in a single hop dock, and to see all the hours that these girls put into being able to make that hop dock, being able to do the moves that are extremely difficult to do with the tow hold. Don't think anyone would argue with probably the most difficult skiing act that's on the water, and the number of hours that are required to do that. These girls that go out and spend hundreds and hundreds of hours, 12 months out of the year, refining their skills on a swivel ski to make being on a single ski with a single binding to put your foothold in that swivels 360 degrees around, and then be able to manipulate that handle, stay on top of the water in the ski, and make it look perfect and beautiful and smooth and coordinated. People don't realize how hard that is, and how good these girls get at making swivel look really easy. Show directors handle handle much more than just teaching the team how to ski. That's probably one of the smaller things they do, but they are responsible for coming up with the theme and choosing the theme. And most show directors will take input from the team. So in our case, we send out a survey and ask the team, do you have ideas for themes for next year? What do you guys, team, what do you think you would like to have as a theme? And we get different ideas. And the show directors typically will have ideas of their own, and we put all the ideas in a bucket and we talk about them and get input from people and ideas about what would the music look like? How would you incorporate the skiing acts into the theme? If it's, this year we did a spy theme. So what are the different spies that we would incorporate into the skiing acts with Charlie's Angels and double agents and super agents and special agents, right? All these different ways to tie the theme into show skiing. So we talk about that, take that into input. What would we do for music? Is there a wide set of music? How do we think the audience would react to this? Is it something that all generations of our audience might like? Like, the spies, there's lots of spies, from James Bond from way back when to Mission Impossible to Spy Kids. I mean, lots of different, it appeals to everyone.
Solar Space Laser, complete with a 60-minute timer. The clock's running out, it's the end of the line. First the river, then the world will be mine. So run for the hills with your swivel speed. There's 100 billion people who are scared of me. My goons, my minions, and my mini-me.
Picture of the super man of mystery right here. You put it in there, I can come out as this person.
Correct.
What do you think?
No.
Come on, Q. I like my odds. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Super high tech.
Looks like I'm done.
How about the power of that drive team right here in T2? That's driver Brian, rider Avery, and rider Sarah. In T1, the captain himself, Mr. Don Flo, and rider Jen. Coming in that pickup boat, looking lovely as always. We call him Gold Member. He also goes as Zach with driver David. They're your pickup boat. They are your 5 seasons drive team.
So I went to that show on a Thursday, and then I was like, I think I love this and I want to be part of this, but I want to see if I can ski. So there was a Learn to Ski event that Sunday, and I went out there. I got the basics, learned to stand up, learned to do a dock start. I tried taking someone off of my shoulders, maybe about 20 feet, and then I said, okay, I'm joining, and I was on the team the next day. So that's a common story. A lot of people on the team, they start out that way. They see a show, they think, I want to try this. Let's go do a Learn to Ski. And sometimes a lot of the little kids, we can actually have them in the show before they can actually ski, because they can climb. So we put them in a pyramid, we put them in conventional doubles.
An awards banquet is held at the end of each season. For the 2024 season, the Most Improved New Male Award was Carl Reynolds. The Most Dedicated Team Member Award went to David Lammers. David Lammers also received an award for Best Showmanship. The award for the Most Improved Returning Male went to Kason Furnish. The award for the Male Most Valuable Player went to Steve Luvar. Another Best Showmanship award went to Kristen Jute-Mayer. The award for the Female Most Valuable Player went to Becca Dugan. The award for the Most Improved New Female went to Addison Johnson. Another Best Showmanship award went to Tom Buchers. The award for the Most Improved Returning Female went to Olivia Corey. Many fundraisers are held throughout the year for this nonprofit organization. One of the fundraisers is selling ads for their show program.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are your 2024 5 Seasons Water Ski Show Team. Mission accomplished! 5 seasons!